Okay, Cancer. Here we go. Talk to your angels. Interesting. School. The answer that you're seeking involves going to school. That's under the deck. And then talk to your angels. Very broad message here. Instead of worrying, ask for divine guidance. You know, you can see the weight on this angel, right? All that worry and stress. It doesn't open you up. It doesn't provide any answers. Ask for guidance. Now, you can ask for guidance from the divine, of course, but also ask someone you trust for help or just to be a sounding board for you, Cancer, if you're feeling stressed. We also have under the deck, the answer you're seeking involves going back to school. It may be that you are pursuing an education, pursuing certification of some kind. It will help to give you confidence. It will help to give you greater clarity. And it looks like you're pretty determined, whatever that is. The answer that you're seeking involves going back to school. And we see this, it looks like a female, although it's not completely clear, right here. Very clear-sighted, very determined. Talk to your angels. Ask for guidance. Still need to worry. There's all those storm clouds kind of behind him here. So it looks like maybe there's something that's bothering you, something that you're concerned about, Cancer, either coming into this particular period or that is occurring throughout this time frame. You don't need to worry. And the reason I say that is there may be situations that are worrying or worrisome, but the worrying keeps you stuck. The worry is a distraction of the ego to keep you in a place of suffering and the old pattern of scarcity and lack. Not because the ego is bad, but because we all have an ego, and the ego likes to keep us in that pattern where we are constantly trying to seek an answer outside of ourselves. Constantly trying to strive towards something that will finally give us a sense of peace, you know. And I say this because you know this already, Cancer, that there are many people upon the planet Earth who have billions of dollars, maybe not many, but there are some, and still live lives of stress and strife, self-hatred, you know. And there are many people who have $2 in the bank, if that, and feel loving and loved, compassionate and caring towards self and others, and put their trust that they will be taken care of, you know, and are. So, you know, there's a vast spectrum here. Feel your way through it, Cancer. There's no right or wrong answer here, but it looks like you are being encouraged to ask for assistance and also to be schooled. If you're not pursuing an education or pursuing a degree or a certification of any kind, it is encouraging you to allow yourself to be schooled by another, you know, a mentor of some kind. Or maybe you've even been thinking about going back to school or starting a school of some kind, whatever that means to you. And you're worried, can I do it financially? This kind of thing. Okay, let's get some additional cards. And, you know, this is for Sun, Moon, and Rising, so watch your other, listen to your other readings as well and see how that plays out for you. 6 of Gabriel did flip up. Just put it back in. That's something to see there, because it does indicate a sense of victory. Past, present, future, Cancer. Knight of Gabriel in the recent past. 10 of Gabriel in the present. And the 7 of Raphael, 7 of Cups. in the near future. And the Page of Ariel under the deck. Beautiful. We have the School, we have scholarships or the pursuit of education, this kind of thing, under the deck. Okay, so in the recent past, we have the Knight of Gabriel, beautiful fire sign there. In the present moment, whatever that means for you in the present moment, we have the Ten of Gabriel. Again, feeling tremendously burdened. And I'm wondering at this, we see here how he's kind of stooped over by his worries. And I feel like with the Ten of Gabriel there as well, it's just not healthy. It's not feeling good to you. You have to ask for help. Ask your angels for helpful people to lighten your load. It's not all on your shoulders. It doesn't need to be. There's a certain comfort in that because you don't have to rely on others. But also, it's extremely burdensome, to carry the load by yourself. Working too many hours, trying too hard to please others. But in the recent past, we do have that beautiful Knight of Gabriel. Time to take action, great passion for a cause, instinctively knowing just what to do. That's the text of that particular card. But also it could be an individual, a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius who has been prominent in the recent past in your life. Could be a relatively young male in his 20s or 30s, maybe even late teens, who's been involved, or you're just feeling more passionate in the recent past, more inspired, wanting to get things done. Maybe you took on more than you could handle. Maybe your eyes are too big, for your tummy kind of thing. That's okay. We're looking at a relatively short period of time here, but, kind of the way to feel your way through this is how can I, with the resources I have available to me now, how can I achieve what I'm wanting to achieve? And the resources include not just monetary, but the people, your own resourcefulness of self. Not by your worries, but by your inspiration, by your kind and loving heart. How can I be softer, more gentle with myself? More kind and loving so I don't take on too many responsibilities. This kind of thing. Through the resourcefulness within self. With the resources I have available to me now, how can I have more help and assistance? Right? And then in the near future, we have the Seven of Raphael. Usually indicating a lot of options and sometimes some confusion. That's okay. You don't want analysis paralysis, of course, and you don't want to have this fantasy that everything's going to be okay. You get lost in the fantasy of your choices. You will at some point, make a decision. Don't worry, you will. But with the Seven of Raphael, give yourself a break, Cancer. If you do feel confused in March, what should I do? What's the right path? Sometimes when we're feeling burdened and worried, it's hard to make a decision. And that exacerbates the feeling of confusion about your options. The more open you are, the more playful you are, the more that you are asking for help and having some faith. You've done your work. Worry isn't progressive work. Worry is a detriment to where you want to go. That can add to that confusion. So do your best to ask for help. Also, don't get too many opinions. You can ask for help, but also watch where other people's opinions are confusing you. Because it's important that you go to self first, Cancer, and say, where do I know what I want to do already within me? You can ask for help. Help me access that information that I already hold within me as to what my next choice is, what my next desire is, what my next goal is. Because the Seven of Raphael can also include overindulgence in alcohol. But time to make a decision. Be clear on what you want and take action. A need for detoxification. And sometimes that detoxification, Cancer, is in paring down how many different people's opinions you're getting. So if you're going to ask for help, make sure that it's an open-ended invitation, like ask for specific. Would you do this task for me? Not like, I'm so overwhelmed. Then everyone's going to come in and be like, oh, I can help you. And then suddenly it's more confusing and you lose sense of what it is you're truly wanting. You know this already. Cancer's going to give you that. Okay, there's a lot here, and I'm trying to keep all of these relatively short. But again, watch your Sun and Rising videos as well. Here, Cancer. It's very interesting read for you. Just try your best to get outside, to relax, to go for a walk, to exercise, take good care of yourself during this time. Again, the worry isn't helping. Sometimes we get caught up in, the mind will say, if I can just worry about this a little bit longer, I can keep replaying this over my mind, then a solution will come. No, you've seen this before. You've had this experience, Cancer. Sometimes you'll be driving your mind, and you're completely empty of any thought. You're just like, la, 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 la. And then suddenly, the seeming solution will pop into your mind, or you're vacuuming or washing your hands or doing something that is completely unrelated to the worrisome situation. And when you let go a little bit, you open things up, you allow in answers and understandings and inspiration. And you know this already. All right, I'm going to just take a quick peek at your money, Cancer, and then I'm going to close your reading. I will say with a page of Ariel there under the deck too, it may be that you have recently invested in something or someone. Or someone has invested in you, and now you're feeling overwhelmed. Like, oh, I took on more than I could chew. Ace of Cups, beautiful. Okay, and then we have the moon, right? That goes beautifully with the Seven of Raphael. Under the deck, a lot of, confusion. You're not really sure where your money is. Maybe in the recent past, it's under the deck. Or maybe it's just been something that's been laying there for a while. And you've kind of been ignoring it. Like, I don't want to deal with that. I assume everything's okay with my money. You want to get clarity here. Ask for help. Could be a female figure involved as well. But we do have the Ace of Cups. So there is a new beginning, a new feeling of appreciation for how you earn your money, how you take care of your money. Check on your money. Check on your money daily, Cancer, even if it scares you. Check on it like you would a child, just to see if it's growing. Make sure it's doing well. Make sure it's, like when, like you would check on an infant, poke at it. Is it still breathing? Check on your money as often as you can. I like to do it every day. Because the more that you look at your money, the more you check in with your money, the more that you honor your money, the more your money will honor you. The more you'll feel comfortable with it, with whatever number is there. And you begin to develop a new practice and appreciation for money, not as something just to use, but as something that's a part of your life. You wouldn't just check on a child whenever you wanted the child to do something for you or a friend. You check in on your friends and your loved ones because you love them. The same with your money. Check on your money, Cancer. You may already be doing this, but just this for a small amount of you because we have that moon under the deck, Or maybe that you've made an investment recently and you're not quite sure how it's going to work out, But you're starting to feel better about it with this Ace of Cups. Or someone is, wanting to give to you or start something with you, and it's very open-hearted energy, so that's really nice.